Hi there everybody, Not Sporbat here, and welcome to Plankerton. And today we're going to be going through Southwest Amp from the west. I'm going to build it for you here, and we will trap it out after. And traps we'll be using, I believe this should be all of them. We'll have 9 wall darts, and they're crit rating, crit damage, crit damage, durability. 8 ceiling zappers, crit rating, crit damage, and durability. 20 wall dynamos, crit rating, crit damage, reload, and heals. Should actually be 4 of these. 4 anti-airs, range reload, durability, and heals. And 1 drop trap. It's probably optional, but it's in there, so I put it in. 1 reload, all durability, and 1 flare freeze trap, 1 impact, 2 reload, 2 durability, and effect duration. And then 4, 2 reload, 3 durability, effect duration sound walls, and then 2 all durability, 1 reload, effect duration sound walls. 4 tar pits, all durability with healing. Could just have all dura, but the heals it's nice to have. And 1 wall launcher, 1 impact, 2 reload, 3 durability. These are optional right here. And I do suggest if you use them to put 77s, just because that's what was in my home base, and I don't know if bringing it up to 130 would be a good idea, just for propane husks. It had been working for me, and I'll build it and stuff, and you guys can make a choice. I'll explain when I do it anyway. So 1 wall light, 3 impact, 2 reload and healing, and 2 wooden floor spikes. No investment in the physical, just gray, and then durability. You can have God roll too. The more rolls on the dura, the better. You might be able to use these, possibly. Don't see what happens when they start walking over them if it damages them too much. So, alright, and I do believe that is it. Alright, well, let's go get started. And it should cost us almost 2 full stacks of metal, 10,000. Should be, I put 1 stack of metal away, and what you can see remaining is what I had after. So 9,960 metal should be, and I believe it's 159 structures. There's actually about 4 more. Now there could be a bit more if you guys decide to build this little add-on here that I added. I don't know if you exactly have to, but because I have this amplifier down here as well, and I did build my tunnel on that side. It's slightly different just because I'm a little lower level on this account anyway. So this is actually, no, this isn't lower. I'm not lower anyway. Well, anyways, I haven't revamped the place anyhow to remove my lower level stuff. So we'll start. I guess we might as well start up by the... how did I do this last time? We better start by spawn, because I just won't know where I'm at then. So we'll come down here, straight west of the amplifier, and there's a double wide ramp and a single wide ramp, couple tiles to the south, and we'll start here. So we're going to place a floor, and we'll place a wall here, and then 2 walls to the south, and then 2 wall, or wait, sorry, just 1 wall there, and we'll put a ramp in the middle here, and just a nice little box of block off, and 2 ramps just like this. And we'll do block off after. I guess I'd just go with the tunnel first. Makes it easier to do the block off later. So then basically up this ramp we're just going to build a huge tunnel. And we'll box it all in. So just basically come in like this. You can come to the top here. I would start here though, I wouldn't put anything there yet. We don't need a wall there. Then we can place one ceiling here and a second one. So we'll have one sticking out. And we can place one wall there. And so I don't forget, one wall there, like that. And we'll carry on up here. A couple of ceilings. Can actually put 3. And we have to just build a little small something here. I don't know if this is exactly needed. I don't see why they would want to go this way, but I had it, so I'm just going to put it back. So 4 walls in a box. And a little bit of block off. So that will be what we have so far. So we'll go with floors, just so I can get my pathing right. So the first tile at the top of the ramp, we cannot have one here. So we'll start the second tile. And we will place 3. And 1 over and 1 up. And that'll actually be our entire path of our tunnel, right here. So we'll carry on. We won't need a floor here, but we will need one there. And then we'll place a wall here and here. And this one I believe was a solid wall, yes. And then we could place a wall behind our edited cone and a windowed wall. Sorry, I'm kind of building a little fast for you guys, my bad. I'll go through this again. Okay, we'll start tile by tile again. So top of the ramp, first tile is empty. 2 walls and a ceiling. 1 tile forwards, and we'll start with 3 floors out. 1 to the north, and then 1 more east. And we'll have 2 tiles wide on the first. Nice little timeout room here. A couple of ceilings. And we can mirror the floors with ceilings just like this. And to make it look like a tunnel, you wall it in. It's basically just a little bit of block off right here. This one's actually facing the wrong way. Sorry. Front side. This way. And 1 roof over top. We'll edit into a short wall. And then back to a regular wall. We can't place a wall here, that would make a connection to our amplifier, so we better not do that. And we can place a regular wall and 1 more short wall like that. And then on this corner here I had just a little bit of help for some pathing, something like that, because you want to make sure they get hit by the wall dynamo, which is going to be on that wall. But you don't want them to come across here. You'd rather have them come through here, which I'm hoping works. I did have it like this. If you guys watch my intro video, you might notice that. So that's one small change I am gonna try. Haven't tested it, but I think that would be better for this. Same with this, there was just a straight wall here with a wall dynamo, but I decided to put a dart behind it and a dynamo. So I might actually have to craft 1 more wall dart. They don't have to be 133s. That's just my schematic. So, that I believe is the whole tunnel actually. Yep. I didn't put any walls here to knock a smasher in, so if you wanted, you could place something like this, because there's going to be a wall launcher here. I didn't though. Not much makes it up here, to be honest. Lower levels, yes, of course. Like when you have once your stats hit the cap with this nice little fancy number, then you have a lot of improvement in your traps. And same here, make sure you have lots of this too. Trap damage. I think this corresponds to tech anyway. So if you're lower level than 1295, you know you're gonna have a harder time than me in here. Like if you're 800 or 600, you know, something like that, you might need more than what I'm telling you to put down here too. So just be known. Alright, I believe that is all the tunneling. We'll start with our block off. So we're going to go to the very, very southwest corner here. We've got a nice double wide ramp that runs up here. And it runs right into our tunnel here. And our amplifier is right over there. So we just got a little bit of block off we have to build here. And we'll place 3 walls. And a couple of floors. Two cones. 2 more walls. 2 floors. This is just block off for here. You don't need a wall here, but I just do it to make it look nice. And just like that. That should be everything you need. Now if you don't have enough building health, if you're still like 1 or 2 upgrades away from having your building health maxed out in Plankerton here, which would be, where's building health here? This one. If you're not at the max, which is 210, if you're a little lower, you may have to add, you know, put some cones here or something and edit it into, you know, something like this along the backside all the way around, right? And then maybe some more walls or something, just for a little extra block off. But that should be everything for that side. Should be everything for our tunnel. And we just have our last little chunk of block off here. It's not exactly little, it's actually really big, but we can start over here. Double wide ramp. And we'll build our block off. So we'll just go 3 walls around, and this is backwards of normal. 2 cones. Normally I build going forward, sorry. Walls. 2 cones. Floors. Walls. Now over here I did this a little different. I went just 2 wide first. You may want to reference my picture because I'm just kind of building from whatever here. Or my video or whatever, but it should be fine. I think that end down there is just a little different than what I actually did. I don't know, putting these walls like here. This wall. And that one. And also those 2. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but it should be okay. Husks generally won't path over here. There's no reason they're going to want to go from spawn over here, through this, and then through that, and then up this, right? That's a lot more tiles than if they come over to here and say beat on that one or that one and go straight up. So hopefully we should be good. So then we'll just keep filling her in here. And it does meet up with our stuff at the beginning here. And it's basically just layer after layer of block off. I don't know if you actually need this much. I just thought I'd bring it out here to basically close to the beginning of the opening of the tunnel and this ramp here, so they have a choice and they have to go that way. I didn't really count my layers or anything, but I'm sure you might be able to trim this down. You don't have to go this heavy, I don't think. I haven't done enough. I haven't trimmed it or anything, and I'm still under structure limit, so I'm okay. But I do believe that will be everything. I'll go through this little chunk here after. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 layers on the ground. 4 full layers of block off, nicely coming in, and then up the ramp, and 4 walls, and that's all we'll have. And then our block off on the other side, and our little tunnel here, and then that's it. Then we'll make our amp design here. And I just boxed it in pretty much. Oh, now I'm stuck. There. That'll be the whole entire amp design. And it's just a plus sign all the way around. And then we will place on the north, east, and west corners. We're just going to do a little bit of this. Some of these pieces I don't know why they're here, but I do believe it's block off, probably to prevent them from coming around this side eventually. Maybe. You could probably get rid of them if you wanted. You could maybe try and turn this into a mini boss dancer as well. You would have to have probably a cone here and a cone on that side. I think. Where's the monitor here? Here's a monitor. Oh no, we should be good. You could almost leave this open, but you don't want the husks getting in there. Mini boss will probably take that wall out. I think he might come over here. Anyhow, we'll trap her out and we'll be done. So our the only thing I didn't talk about was the electric fields. So basically at the very front of the tunnel, where our wall goes up, we're going to add 9 tiles. 3 tiles wide, 3 tiles deep. Just like that. We'll add 9 here. So it looks like this. Oops. Here we go. So the edge of the cliff here, 1 lowly tile, and then 9. 3, 3, and 3. And this will be 2 tiles high. And if you are going to add that, I would suggest you add a little extra support, because it is only 1 tile gets broken, that will fall down. So you're better off to add another one. And you could even add 1 there. But I didn't. I just left that open. So for here, I had 77s. I'm not going to switch to 130s because a 130, if you see by the damage, does 9,642 and a half, and a 77 does 6,240.1. So it's considerably less damage. And given you may have the random propane waves show up here, you don't want to do a lot of damage to the husks out front, as what in my experience has told me Seems like lately, last few months for sure, since the quite a big amount of updates, propane husks get aggravated really quickly and decide to start blowing up their propane tanks everywhere. And especially if you have a spawn trap. That's what I have been finding, so I've been actually slowly removing them in a lot of places that I have propane issues. And the reason being is you just don't put any damage out here. You let them walk right in, and then once they get up into this area where your good part of your tunnel is, and they're all concentrated, then you start hitting them with heavy damage really quick. Then they don't have that chance to get a little bit low on the health bar, and then have a few seconds wait, or something like that, something just tickling them, and then they blow up. Better off to just get rid of them quickly, and that seems to work a lot better. So we'll start with our double reload sound walls here, and we'll place one on this wall. I may have to check my screenshots. We'll place one on this wall. And I think I had one here. 3. And last one there should be 4. Yeah. And then we'll take our single reload sound walls. We're just going to put them opposite of these doubles on these ones. And then on the floor, we'll have one blue wooden floor spike here. And I do believe the second one is here. Let me just check. I better look at my screenshots. Oh, I think I went the wrong way. There it is. Oh yeah, it is. Yep. And we might as well finish out here. So on the back side here, we will have one wall dynamo and one wall dart. Like this. And since we're out here and we're right here, we need 3 wall dynamos here. Don't forget to upgrade as well, everything, hey? Tier 3. And since we're on wall dynamos, all of these walls all the way across get wall dynamos. And I do believe this one was supposed to be a sound wall that I accidentally smashed. So I just have to craft one. I just remember from counting that there was only 4 across here.
I like it.
So 1 extra double reload sound wall. And I'll go through that in a bit. And then we'll come over here, we'll put our optional ceiling electric fields. There's the 100 structure limit. There's 9. And we'll need a oh, I don't need that. This picker wheel's always a little picky. 1 wall dart. On that nice wall there, we'll have nothing on there and nothing on here. Or wait a minute. This is the top. Okay, sorry. Our ceiling drop trap. Now make sure when you're placing it, you're looking towards the amplifier when you put the drop trap. It's just a little bit for propanes. In case they do want to do something, maybe it'll stun them out of it. I didn't seem to have troubles with it. So that should be everything on this way. Then we'll come up here and we'll start with some more wall dynamos. So on each side of the tunnel, and 2 tiles in, including the one at the very top here. And then, since we're on wall dynamos, we'll come inside this little box we built and place 2 on the sides as well. And then here again on the windowed wall and the opposite. And nothing in the corner here. The nice little mini wall, we'll place 1. And should be 1 there. Why am I missing 1? Unless it was here, but I better double check. Just gonna have a look and make sure there wasn't a wall dynamo. Please tell me I took a picture of that. Of course I didn't. I apologize for looking at my screenshots. Nope. Well, we're gonna leave that 1 dynamo alone for a minute. You could put it there. 2, 2, 2 there, 2 there, 1 there, and 1 there. Could have mistaken it for the one on the with the sound wall as well. The last one there. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. Now I gotta look again. It goes on that wall. Or is that a sound wall? I think that's actually sound wall. That will be 1 sound wall. Let's see here. Close enough. Alright, so I did just look. And it goes there. It is 5 across, I apologize. And you could put another sound wall here. Now, this is a double reload, I believe. 90, 100, yeah. I had another one right here, which made it totally pointless. Totally pointless. So we're going to put a single here, just to keep, in case I decide to want to beat on that wall. Yes, there's a sound wall there, but also this one has 10 more uses. So you'll get 10 more uses out of this one, and probably a little bit extra length in time too. So just in case, we'll put another one there. There, now we're done. And then we'll head up into the tunnel here. And we're going to grab our wall launcher, our one and only, that we have crafted, and we'll place it across into this box here. Knocks the husks in. Then wall darts. We'll place a wall dart here at the end of the tunnel. So 1 there, 1 there, the one down below. Then a wall dart on each of these walls, and a wall dart as well here. You can put 1 here as well. I may have actually missed that one, because they will shoot through that. And a wall dart here, and a wall dart here. And that should actually be all of our wall darts that we need. So we'll come back here. We have 1 floor freeze trap to place. And then we'll place a tar pit inside here. This is where the healing is good to have because I believe this one floats. And then the last 3 tar pits at the end. And we should have a wall light here. 3 impact, 2 reload. Oh, it's a healing wall light. You can have effect duration on it too if you want. Don't need healing. And lastly, basically every single ceiling, not that one, gets a zapper. There we go. That'll be the whole thing actually. And I opted out of gas traps and all other kinds of stuff because there's no point having any kind of light damage in the beginning of a tunnel, even if it is the first tile of damage. You might as well just go a little crazy with it. That's what I found was best for propane husks and stuff. That's my biggest issue, is propane husks in the beginning of the tunnels, trying to figure out the right amount of damage to put down to get rid of them. And also, like with any wall dynamo, if you're putting 2 wall dynamos, if you have the schematics to have 2 wall dynamo schematics, or you could spend a 1200 reperk to switch it and switch it back, but I would suggest putting a reload on one and then no reload on the other one, or 1 reload or 2 reload, whatever you want to do. That way you have them staggered a little instead of them both reloading at exactly the same time all the time. After the first husk comes through, and as long as it's a steady flow, then you'll have each one reloading at different times, and you'll have just a little more I don't know, a little more advantage in the traps, how they work. They'll be going off just a little bit different times, and you may catch the odd random guy that runs through, whereas if you had 2 traps that reloaded at the same time, he would walk right through. So I think that will be the whole entire build. Yes. We have our 4 anti-airs, and I just placed basically just 3 across the amp. And yes, I did place 1 out here. And that's it. That'll be the whole build. So we'll go through this little small part of tunnel here. If you watch my Plankerton West Amp West build video, you will see how I built this. Except it won't have all this on the ramp here. So basically it's just 3 tiles in. This is a double wide ramp, but I blocked off the first row here. And this will be basically the same as anything. Just build yourself a nice little tunnel here, out and around the corner, like this. And a little bit of block off on top. Shouldn't need anything behind. This is basically just for lobbers, eh? Flingers. Basic block off on this side. Now, this has still been working good. Propane husks shouldn't go this way, I'm hoping. If you have troubles, just remove these 2. Put blank tiles here, you'll be fine. There's a wall dynamo here. Don't put a wall dart. You can. I mean, if you're going to switch traps, make sure you test it. And then, same here. As soon as they came up, just immediate amount, a lot of damage. Can switch this to a zapper, and probably that to a zapper too. Be a little more beneficial. And all the way along here you could too. I just haven't changed any of this. You don't have to. Lobbers and flingers and all that, they're okay to walk under all this. They're not going to start blowing up propane tanks or anything because they don't have any. So as long as the propane husks don't want to go this way, you don't really have to be too concerned about how you trap. Alright, I do believe that will be everything. The only difference I had done between my build and this one is I actually blocked off this ramp here. So I just had 2 floors and 2 cones here. And that's just to deter them from maybe a flinger thinking he can come here, stand by this wall, and come out this way, instead of walking all the way around here. So, because this is kind of a double tunnel now, I guess, flingers and lobbers may want to come up into this area here. So I mean, basically, if they do walk up here, it is only 1 layer for them. You can also place 1 wall here for safety too, just in case. Because they can come through this wall and walk right out here if they wanted to. So then that makes those layers there completely, basically irrelevant almost. So 50 structures, eh? It's not too bad. I don't think I'm missing anything else. So that should be the whole build for you guys. Now, I did have, I don't know why it was there, but it was there. I had, for some strange reason, 2 floors here, or ceilings I guess you could call them. And then 2 walls like this. Don't ask me why it was there. That could have been from an old build and I just didn't remove them. And I don't think they would count as a like lobber shield or anything, because really I guess they might block a little bit from here, but I don't see them throwing from back here. It's a pretty far distance. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. So this would be 9. They possibly could throw from here, depending if they actually throw at the first tile or the center of the amp. I've never had anything here and they weren't throwing, so it should be okay. Alright, should be the build. Thanks for watching, everybody. Throw me a like, throw me a subscribe. Have a good day.